Hello everyone, my name is the Retro Dan, and today I'm here to make one of those videos that I really enjoy, which is when I come off a streak of playing games and there's one specific game that amazes me so much that I feel like I just have to make a video on it, no matter how much or how little I have to say about it. And let me preface this game by talking a little bit about what I was playing before. That gives a good context as to why I was playing this. So I've been on a kind of platforming and Sonic-like games binge, and I just came off of playing Sonic Forces, which I decided I'm not going to make a video on it specifically because I'm going to save it for the January backlog update, but I was really enjoying it and I was looking for something to play right after. And since I'm taking a new approach to the backlog, and right now, so I can tackle two platforms at the same time, I'm doing and one game on the PlayStation, vice versa. So I just beat one, then beat the other, and go back and forth towards platforms. I decided to look what kind of Sonic-like games I had on the PC. And I was wondering if I should just jump into Sonic Adventure 2, which is one of the games that I really need to beat that has been sitting on my backlog for quite some time now. But since I didn't want to play Sonic games back to back, I decided that I would tackle this indie game trilogy that I actually have been meaning to play for a long time, ever since I watched some videos on YouTube about them. And that is none other than Spark The Electric Jester. Now, I know very little about this game since the only things that I'm going to talk about are things that I've actually already played. And this game is so good and fun to play. It's so fluid and it's exactly what I would feel a proper fan game would play if I was looking for something like Sonic Mania, which is the 2D Sonic. And everything is so fluid in this game and it's so beautiful. The background art, it's amazing. I don't know how people haven't talked more about this game because it's some of the best pixel art I've seen in a moment. And it's so fluid in the sense that you're not just running against the walls every time you decide to pick up the speed of these types of games. Because if you know anything and have played some of the earlier Sonic games, although Sonic is a character that reminds people of speed, these games actually need to be taken quite slow when it comes to some parts of the platforming, or else you're just going to end up dying. But I think Spark the Electric Jester is an indie game that fixes this in a very simple way. It gives you an HP bar, it gives you HP refills towards the map, it gives you enough platforming momentum as to where you can go fast enough to feel some type of speed, but that you won't be running against walls. And that's something that I very much enjoy. Now, the stages are really cool. I really think the bosses are really fun as well. They don't feel like the normal Sonic bosses where you just have to jump on them from a certain angle 3 times and then the boss ends, and you don't feel like you're getting like destroyed by the boss every time you don't approach it in a single specific way, because you actually get power-ups, and this is the Kirby aspect of the game, which I found really interesting. Now, there's all these type of different power-ups you can grab for the Jester, which is your main character, and all of them do different stuff and have different power-up attacks and different light attacks and combos you can do on normal enemies and stuff like that. And they also actually change the way you interact with the ambience around you, because you can either play as the edgy class, which is actually called edgy, that gives you a smoother double jump and wall jumps, because yeah, this game has a lot of mobility options. And you can also play as the board power up, which gives you a hoverboard that lets you waltz through entire maps in a speed that's astonishing, because you can also press the light attack when you have the board, and you can jump and maintain air momentum, which was something that I found really awesome and really like appealing to games like this, that you can do all these kinds of stuffs depending on what power-ups you have that give you different perspectives and approaches to every single level. Now, I haven't finished the game yet because I had some stuff to take care of, but I am having a lot of fun. And there are also sequels for this game that are 3D platformers, which were the type of games that I actually got to know the franchise from. I watched some videos on Spark the Electric Jester 3, but since I wanted to play the entire trilogy for the game, and I had already bought the 3 of them, I decided to start by the first, and as of now, I haven't had any regrets. And I wanted to leave this video here as a recommendation because I think a lot of you who are maybe Sonic fans will probably enjoy this, and yeah, maybe leave a comment if you've played this game. I'd love to hear what you think about it, or if you want to ask some questions. subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And other than that, this has been the Retro Dan, and I'm out.